today, did you think?
Yes, sir. I feel like it was a big step, and obviously, you know, more of a great. Can we start it over? Shoot, this is. Ooh. But it was a big step from the Jacksonville game. Just trying to calm my nerves. Just being confident in my play. So I mean, I feel like it was a great game. So we're just gonna progress from that.
And did the two practices help you
It
try to?
did. It did a lot, not only from watching the film, but also practicing against them physically. So I could figure out what tendencies, what strengths and weaknesses could help me against them, and obviously it turned out in my favor. So it was great that we did that.
You just jealous of seeing Isaiah Thomas get those two sacks in the first game?
Nah, never that. Always never that. Never that. I'm happy for Isaiah. Always been a team player. So we just cheer him on like we always do. I was happy for him. So
What those two joint practices teach you most?
it taught me just to play smart, play fast, along with the game. Not, because in training camp we always practice against each other. Now we got a chance to practice against another team. I get to see what that looks like, not playing in the game. So it helped me out tremendously going into Sunday.
What have you been able to learn from Miles, working alongside him?
I have ever since we first came from rookie minicamp to OTAs. He always been the player coach, the person that I can lean on if I have questions, whether it's on the field or off the field. If I'm not asking questions, I'm always watching his every move. So, and if I have a question, he's never shied away from me. He's always the type to, if you have a question, just come ask me. So, he's always helped me, and he's continued to help me. So I'm forever grateful for that.
With Miles being out for 4 practices to be with a sick family member, how did that give you an opportunity to work with the starters and really get a feel for the pro game?
It gave me a chance to adjust. That was one of my biggest checks on my little checklist. Just being able to adjust to the speed of the NFL game, going against the ones. Seeing how true competition really is. So with him being out, I had to tell myself, I had to build confidence. I'm with the ones. I want to look like I'm belong with the ones. So with him being out, that just helped me, progress my game a lot more. So.
Do you feel like the game has slowed down for you? You talk about the speed of the game. Do you feel like it's slowed down for you since you first got here, like post-draft a little bit, or still a process, I assume?
I feel like some days it's kind of like a balance, kind of like a teeter-totter balance. So like when I know what I do, when I'm confident in what I do, I feel like it slows down. But when I start to, when I start to panic a little bit, that's when I feel like the game is rushed. So as long as me being a rookie, just want to just slow everything down, just calm myself down. I feel like the game will slow it down itself. So.
How do you calm yourself down when you get in those moments?
It was just something my college coach, he texted me, and I remember his exact words. He was just saying, do what you do, do what you know to do, be dominant. So I just tell myself that, and I repeat it to myself. Just you know what to do, trust what you do, and everything would work out itself. So.
What doesn't work for you that worked in college in terms of getting to the quarterback?
The tackles in the NFL, they are a lot quicker, a lot faster than the average offensive tackle in Conference USA. So that was one of the biggest adjustments that I wanted to adjust to going into the NFL. Was they're a lot quicker, they're a lot faster. So I may have to think of a plan more quicker than I would imagine. Coming from college. So the more I work day in and day out on that, I feel like the better I become.
Did you ever cover kickoffs in college?
No.
All right, because you're a big dude running down there on that first kickoff. How's that feel?
It felt great. It was actually funny because I told Coach Preef that I snuck on kickoff in high school. I literally snuck on, so it was just one of those. It was one of those where I just felt like I was flying. It was like I'm taking on somebody smaller than me, so it was like ain't no way I can't let him stop me. So it was fun. It was fun.
It's like in high school, you would take a little kid out of the game and put yourself in or something.
It was actually my teammate. He was the same class as me. We were both juniors, and I don't know, some possession was like, hey, let me get this up right. And the coach, he didn't say anything, so I guess it all worked out. He probably seen it, but he didn't say nothing. But I mean, it all worked itself out. So.
Can you talk about about, setting the edge, and you have one of your teammates in Jadavian is one of the best, ends at setting the edge like that. Is that something that, you're really working hard on? Are you already good at it? Or what's the deal?
As I see it. There's no ceiling for getting better. So I take pride in that. We all do as defensive ends in our room. Setting the edge, that's the number one thing that we set out to do as our job is set the edge. So watching Jadavian, just like Miles, I treat them as like player coaches. Whatever I could learn from him, whatever I could learn from Miles, that's what I tend to use in my arsenal. So whether me and him are talking about pass rush moves, setting the edge, run blocking, we talk about anything, and it always turns from verbal to physical, and we're like just practicing moves. So just using him as a tool can help me. That helps me out. I'm grateful for that.
What's some of that work that you've been able to do out here that you think has really upped your game in terms of run blocking in practice and a game setting?
Just technique, just repetitive technique. We just that's one thing that we put emphasis on in practice. Sometimes it may get a little, repetitive. Like, hey, we do this every day, but what we don't realize, well, I used to be like that also, but what we realize is that helps us to the point where we don't even think about it. We just do it. So I feel like just repetitive technique, that just helps me out a lot when it comes to going into a game.
What is the biggest adjustment from college football to your few months here now in the NFL?
The biggest adjustment, I would say, is no school, the speed of the game, time management, money management. I'm not really, I don't have people to look after me no more. I don't have advisors. I don't have, my mother and them trying to look after me and stuff. So just me becoming my own person. I feel like that's the biggest adjustment.